Welcome, soul family. Today we are looking at the question on who is your future spouse, who are you going to marry in the future. We'll be talking about the personality, what they like, what they don't like, how you're going to meet them, as well as what is the advice for you in this relationship. We have 3 piles. We have pile 1, pile 2 and pile 3. Look at the cards or look at the crystals in front of them and see which one attracts you, and go to the timestamp in the description and click on the time and you will get your reading. If you all do like this video, do definitely comment, subscribe, and let me know how it goes in the future if any of these come true for you. Alright, let's dive deep in. Welcome, pile number 1, to your reading. You have chosen the Angel of Wealth. Financial flow comes easily for you. And the card about your spouse is, my bones and muscles are strong and healthy, and today I take a vow to work on making my body fitter with wholesome food and exercise. Okay, so 2 things about your spouse which just come very directly. One is that spouse is going to have money. It's going to be someone who's rich and abundant, and someone who knows how to make money very easily. And it's also going to be a person who is quite into fitness, who likes to have a healthy lifestyle. So this is going to be interesting in terms of this might be the handsome rich man which you have always been dreaming of, and your future spouse is going to have not only financial abundance, it's going to be connected to some industry which works with metals, or some industry which works with jewelry, or maybe even feminine beauty. So he might be in an industry which is connected to that. Alright, now let's see what more tarot has for you in terms of who is your future spouse. How is your future spouse going to be? Alright, so your future spouse is someone who's very passionate, who's he's a very charismatic person. He's someone who knows how to talk very well, very charming, mostly does a lot of marketing, sales kind of thing, and he's also intuitive, so he knows how to charm women. Alright, he knows how to charm women. He could be any of the fire signs, could be Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or could have very strong fire in his chart. Tends to get passionate and angry about whatever he does. So, but even though he gets angry, he will be presenting himself in a very charming manner. He is some sort of a spendthrift, in the sense that he makes money as well he spends money. So if you're the kind who needs a lot of security, you will have to build that yourself, because for him it's a cash flow. Money comes in, money goes out. There's a lot of balancing act on his finances. He's not how do I put it, he's not someone who you can be guaranteed that he'll pay my bills. He most probably will be doing business, so you will have to be someone who knows how to handle risk. In terms of education, he's not going to be very educated, or he mostly, as I said, is going to be in business. So if you are in someone who values, let's say, a top university or something like that, he's not going to be from that. He's going to be from a very average education and average university, but he will make a lot of money. That is he, and he might be having a wealthy background also. In terms of love and in terms of romance, he's not very good. You will have to guide him. In the sense, he's a very charming personality, but he is so involved in so many things in the external. He may not be very good at emoting and telling his feelings. He is someone who hustles, and he's not used to being still and emoting and telling you how he feels. It'll take a lot of effort on your part to help him settle down and be comfortable with his emotions. You most probably are going to meet him in some kind of party, some kind of celebration. It could be a wedding, it could be a, you know, your friend's party, maybe a picnic, any of those places. So you're going to meet him somewhere there, or he will see you there and he will approach you there. So somewhere where you're going to do some fun kind of place, some fun kind of event, and he's got a direct approach. He's going to approach, he will let you know his intentions very clearly. He's not someone who minces words. He doesn't have a time for that. But he's going to be a future spouse. So this is not about your boyfriend or anything. This is about your future spouse. And so I do see that he is going to be very direct. And when you meet him, you feel that this is a second time you have, or you know, you're given a chance again in love. All right, it might scare you a little bit initially, but the advice would be to be very honest and open and direct with this man. Are there any more future advices? Again, we got the Three of Cups. So he's going to be a friend first. Y'all are going to be friends. So he's someone who is from your friend circle. Alright, maybe one of your friends are going to introduce him, and you might have a lot of outings. He's going to take you out, you're going to travel, you're going to watch the stars, he's going to have some amazing dates. One more. Three of Wands. Okay, you all might go abroad. Yes, you might. He is looking at overseas business, or he has an export kind of, you know, he's into the export industry. There's definitely international relationships which are going on here. He's somebody who doesn't have much patience. So, you know, you may have to make up your mind about him pretty fast. So, you know, whether you're in and out, whether you're interested or not, you have to show that interest pretty fast to him. And he's going to be someone who's really fit, full of energy, full of vital energy. Someone who is, you know, having short dark hair, maybe a little bit on the tan side. And he likes outdoor activities a lot. He definitely has fast cars. So he likes speed. Very much Leo kind of energy, fire energy I'm getting over here. So finally, one last card for your advice in terms of your relationship. Okay, let's pick out. What is the last advice for this pie? Alright. Work on your mind. Don't be confused. You need to have clarity of what you desire. Alright, you might not trust this person easily, so take your time. Take your time, don't rush into it. Even though he tries to rush you into maybe marrying or accepting his proposal, Tarot is saying take your time. Someone who is going to work hard to keep you will work hard for some time, will put in that effort to get you. So you might be confused when this person is, maybe because of a previous relationship or breakup, you might be in a little bit depressive state, and so you might not see this person clearly. You might not see him as, you know, husband material. You might think that everybody is the same, but he seems to be pretty straightforward. He is the King of Swords also. So be open and direct when you meet him, and let him know your priorities, that you're not here just to have fun. You just want, you know, you're looking for a serious relationship. And if you are not interested in a serious relationship, then you tell him clearly, you know, on his face, because he's able to handle. He likes directness. He's not someone who's going to, you know, sit and guess if you're just hinting to him. You have to tell him very directly on his face what are your intentions. Alright, and he appreciates strong women. He's the kind who appreciates strong women, and he has a lot of friends. So it's important, you know, to be his friend first before you can be something else. Alright, so that's the advice for my pile number 1, and I hope you all enjoyed this reading, and if you all did, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Welcome, pile number 2. You have chosen the blue crystal, And your cards, what do they tell about your future spouse? Take charge, leadership, and self-discipline are required to take control of your life. So, though your future spouse seems to be in a leadership position and someone who is very authoritative. Alright, and what else? On the other side of fear lies freedom. Today I will reject fear and believe that each step I take is a part of my story and that my journey will liberate me. So your spouse seems to be someone who is used to having people follow him. He doesn't like being under any authority. So he seems to be a very independent person who most probably will not be living with his parents. He has his own house. Maybe he's living abroad, so he is very independent and he likes to be the authority. He's also someone who believes a lot in freedom, in personal freedom and space. He's someone who somehow I get a message that he's not someone who likes his life disrupted, So even if he's getting married, he wants it run the same way as it was before. It will take some time for him to adjust to being married and to accept somebody new in his life. You will have to give him that time. He's been single, and maybe when he was young itself, maybe his parents put him in boarding, whatever, he's been away from his parents, and so he's got used to being only by himself and doing things only his way. Maybe he's a little bit older also to you, so he's not in that stage of life where he can easily change himself. So you may have to give that time and space to him. But he is a very good leader. So, he's someone who will take care of you. And if you are the kind who likes somebody shouldering the responsibilities of your life, he's someone who will pick that up very easily. He's got strong shoulders. Alright, so let's see what more Tarot has. Who is the future spouse of pile number 2? Person is an interesting person. In terms of personality, this person is a person who thinks a lot, who's organized, well planned. He is someone who does everything step by step after meticulous planning. So he's not someone who jumps into a relationship, and even though let's say he comes to you and he proposes marriage or whatever, it is because he thinks you're the perfect fit for his life. So he's thought about it. He's not whimsical. He is someone who will plan your holidays, plan everything. You will not have to worry about uncertainties. If you're someone maybe who you're Cancerian, or you have a lot of Cancerian in your chart, you have had a lot of turmoil in your life with undependable people, this is a person who you can depend on. You will easily, if you have the kind who's tired by taking a lot of responsibilities on your shoulders, and you don't want those heavy responsibilities, he will pick up those responsibilities very easily for you. But the only thing is, yes, he is used to being the authority, and you will have to give him that respect, because only then he will be comfortable. In terms of money, he has a decent amount of money. And he's he's someone who pays his taxes, that kind of person. Very honest in his money dealings. He doesn't have any underhand money going around anywhere. And he's also going to be very clear to you about his financial status. He's going to be very clear on, his properties, what he has, what he gives, who he gives. All of that is going to be very clear. There's going to be a lot of clarity, and he's very communicative also. He doesn't shy or doesn't hide these things. And he will not hide it from you. In terms of education, he is pretty well educated, but I won't say he has a very big degree, but it's a good enough. He's more into marketing and digital sales, things like that. He is very good at talking, and he's got through his education more because of his talks. He must have done something in mass communication or something like that, some kind of degree where a lot of media, a lot of talking is needed. His profession is something connected to that. You all are going to meet. It could be an arranged marriage. All right, this could be like a new proposal which has come and something like that. So I don't see you all meeting offhand on a party or anything like that. Mostly this is like a formal proposal which is going to come to you, maybe from your family members. When it comes to you initially, you're not very interested in this proposal initially, but I think that person talks very well to you, and when you start talking to that person, you start becoming interested, because there's a strong aura about him which you start liking. You need to be careful in terms of, I would say, there are some secrets about his family which will not be revealed to you initially, so you need to investigate about his family. My advice would be that maybe if this proposal has come through your family, you need to investigate a little bit more on, because some things are kept secrets. All right, maybe there was something else, a relationship, or maybe a proposal somewhere else is also going on, or something is kept secret. So you need to investigate deeply about his family. Go and find out a little bit more deep. That is, I would say, and that would help you, because you are going to marry him. This is the reading of your future spouse. Not of your future boyfriend, but of your future spouse. And he has been working very hard for a lot of years, actually. And since he is the kind who takes everything on his own shoulders, he might be supporting his family also a lot. You need to know about, how much money he has spent on his own family, or how much money he gives. And then you need to be clear about that before you get married to him. Because if you make him agree before you get married to him, then he's going to keep that promise. You have to put your terms and conditions very clearly before you get married to him, so that he sticks by it, because he will plan accordingly. He's very meticulous, so he will plan accordingly. You need to do that. He's someone who can easily get burnt out in terms of health, so you might need to give some extra care there. What other messages are there for pile number 2? He is someone who doesn't like to be told what to do. So when you approach him, you have to be very, you cannot order him around. He doesn't like being ordered around. What are the messages? 5 of Wands. King of Cups. King of Wands. All right. There might be opposition when this proposal does come. There might be opposition from your family members or from elders in your family to this proposal, because everything doesn't seem right. But maybe you will like this person a lot, and there will be people. When this proposal does come, it's going to be difficult for it to get through. There are going to be a lot of relatives involved in this for some reason. And the relatives have a lot of say in what is going to happen. But you don't need to worry. You will make it through. You will climb and make it through. Or maybe he will also work very hard to marry you. Alright, maybe because he thinks you're a good match for him. So he will also work very hard, and he will work hard in convincing his relatives in, making this marriage work. Let's look for one last message on how is the relationship, yours and his, how is it going to be? Okay, it's going to be an emotional relationship. So in the Queen of Cups, you are going to fall in love with him. There's something really strong and nurturing about both of you all coming together. So I think you all will work hard for getting your relatives, both the sides, to agree and get married. But at the end, it's going to be really fruitful because we have the Queen of Cups as the outcome. So you're all going to have a deep emotional bond. So this was your reading, pile number 2. And if you all enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up, comment, and click the like button. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Welcome, pile number 3. You chose clear crystal and the Archangel Chamel. Embrace healthy relationships. Alright, and what does it say? My breath can change my day. Today I will focus on taking deep breaths, calming breaths. Inhale to the count of 4, hold for 4, and exhale for the count of 6. Repeat a few times throughout the day. Alright, so I think in terms of who this is your future spouse, it clearly says healthy relationships. So you're going to have a good relationship with your future spouse. And I kind of saw this purple rose over here, which makes me feel that this is going to be a spiritual relationship. The person who you're going to be with is going to have a very spiritual background. They might be heavily into meditation, yoga, might believe in tarot and occult. You also might be a person who believes heavily into this. The person might have done Reiki itself, might be a Reiki master. They understand the world of energy. Alright, so please tell me more about the future spouse for pile number 3. What I can say now is you might already be married to this person. Okay, but it's not a healthy relationship right now. That is what maybe this card was meaning. That you need to have healthy relationships. And sadly, your future spouse, if this is your future spouse and you're not married yet, some of you are already married who are watching this. Some who are not, you really have the chance to change things, because the person you're looking at to get married is you're not having a healthy relationship with that person. Maybe because you're not able to communicate. Maybe the person is not being honest to you. Maybe the person is hiding things from you. You are addicted to this person for some reason. You are not able to break away, and maybe you've invested too many years, too much time, so you feel it'll all go to waste. Alright, so I'm not going to give any advice to you on this because you're already on this path. But let's see how your relationship is and who this person is. In terms of money, this person has money which he has not shown you, which he has not told you about. I feel some of it is hidden away. A lot of it will, you'll come to know after you get married to him about his properties, things which you didn't know, which he hid from you. Even in terms of his salary, he might not be completely honest. In terms of his education also, he has always felt he has self-esteem issues where he feels he's not educated enough, he's not good enough, and he's not got into the university which he wanted to get into. He's not done the education which he wanted to get into. So he has a lot of issues like that. And in his life earlier, he has faced a lot of bullying by people. A lot of people have put a lot of pressure on him. Maybe his own family members have put a lot of pressure on him and have bullied him. So he himself has become a bully because of that. Because he was bullied, he himself has become a bully. And you need to, if this is your future spouse, if you're contemplating, you really need to take a step back and see the red flags, because there are a lot of red flags in this relationship. And you need to, if you can step back, do step back or delay till you get more clarity on what it is. How will you meet this person? You met this person really by chance. Alright. You were in depression when you met this person. And that is why this person appealed to you, because you were depressed. If that you were not in that state, this person would have not appealed to you. You have to understand that you attract what you focus on, what your own state is. So you attracted the person in a state when you were depressed and down. And that is how this person came into your life. You need to be a little bit honest with yourself and understand the bottom line. Alright? This person has other addictions also, maybe smoking, maybe drinking, maybe food. Some kind of addiction this person has. What are the other cards for pile number 3? Queen of Pentacles. 7 of Wands. Queen of Cups. This person is, if you see, all of them are women, has a lot of feminine energy inside. Alright. And the feminine energy is someone, you know, who is always looking he's always looking for support from you, actually, rather than being a support to you. He's leaning on you and expects money from you, expects emotional support, and he doesn't like being criticized. He doesn't want to listen to your words. He just looks the other way when you basically criticize him or tell him to improve. Alright, he just looks the other way. But he wants all these, he wants emotional support from you, he wants financial support from you. In all ways, this relationship doesn't seem to be great. So be very careful if if you can see this might not be for everybody who's seeing the pile. Some of them, it might be completely different. But if you're seeing these red flags, as I'm saying this, if you see these things in this person, try to get out if you can. Let me see what Tarot says. 6 of Cups. You have other options. 6 of Cups, 7 of Cups. So you have other options. I would ask you, if this is not yet, you're not married to this person yet, then definitely look at other options. That is what I would ask you. There are other people who love you, actually, who are from your childhood. You know them for a very long time, and they're really very good to you, but you don't see it. You're not attracted to that kind of person because you are attracted to the bad boy. You're attracted to the person who doesn't actually love you. The person who loves you freely and unconditionally, you're not really attracted to that person. And we cannot force ourselves also to be attracted to someone. Just because someone loves us, we cannot love them back. But what you can do is start healing your heart, so that your heart starts being attracted to somebody who respects you and, who has a healthy relationship with you. And if you see the meditation, which is clearly guidance to you over here, my breath can change my day. So if you meditate and clear out your own hurt in your life and own lack of love, you are looking for love desperately outside yourself. Maybe your parents ignored you or criticized you or didn't give you enough attention. For some reason, you're looking for love all the time from the wrong place. So for people who are already married to this person, you can work it out. If you just change your internal world and your external will change. To work on yourself, on your internal world, and your external world will change, because that's really the law of attraction. Anyway, I hope this resonated with you, helped you a little bit in some way, and if this did, please give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye bye.